implementar o qué es lo que deciden ustedes para nosotros poder organizar eso.
Qué bueno, perfecto. Cuando llegamos a esta parte de presentación de esta noche, ponemos a hablar, ¿ok?
Ok, sí, está bien.
Perfecto, gracias.
Bueno, todo va a ser welcome.
Thanks. Dice bienvenido. Y gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yep. Yeah, we get to assess your water, I'll be right back.
No problem.
Sorry, I'm holding that.
No, you're good. You know, we start at 6 p.m. sharp.
Yeah.
You know, we don't mess
Yeah,
around.
1
here at
minute,
park board
Andrew.
meetings.
Still don't have a quorum though.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we just did
With
3, right?
Andrew here, we do.
Oh,
Andrew's here too.
is he here? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yep.
see him.
He just snuck in.
We have a quorum.
We're gonna say we do. We're gonna act like we do. Have a quorum.
Sorry.
This is government, we do what we want. We just don't get it
Good. You at
done.
least showed up. Scott didn't even show up. Yeah.
I like him.
He's out of town. He said that he forgot that it was the
Oh,
first Tuesday.
I know.
And I was not good about getting the agenda out a week early like I've been
My
trying to do because I was out of town also.
Ordered.
Oh, yeah, just do it.
Yeah,
Do
was-
Do it.
Do it, get it done.
I
Yeah.
think the only thing we're possibly gonna need to vote
Get an
on is
approval,
approving these
do it,
guys.
get it done.
And then the request of some more money.
Yes.
to the park road
And then
and
what
supplies
happens
fund,
after
but
that is
we
then
have
the
votes,
town
and I
board
did
thinks
talk
you're
to Scott
spending
about
too much
these.
money and they send
Doesn't have any
board
problem
members
just
to
letting
come to your
you-
meetings to make sure
So-
you're not spending too much money, even though you turned in,
So,
you know,
Woodland,
you saved at least 25% of your budget every
So
year.
my degree is, it's international business, it's an international business degree, a Spanish business.
Yeah.
I was fluent before I left here, 'cause we had
You know, I'm told
migrant workers that came through the farm.
sometimes,
We're good.
So
not
Just
all
round
the
it, penny
time.
your way.
25% every year, that means.
It was easy, by the time I got to college, it was like.
Zero.
That's right.
Well, it's gone from 130 down to what? What does he have us at now?
I don't know.
80 something?
With that, so.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I think. I
66,
understand the English language better, having studied another language. There's a lot of benefits to
89,
it.
I did a study abroad in
89.
Guadalajara. I lived in
130 to 89.
Texas.
Oh,
That's
Chelsea, I thought you were
40,000.
saying you did a study abroad. for a
Chelsea.
few
But then
years.
you
How long
took
did
all
do
the-
a study?
everything
Is that
else,
what you're saying?
that's good,
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Took out the salaries.
I want you to know I appreciate you, okay?
And we're getting, council does give you 10 grand.
I
Tokyo
know,
was a little
and
expensive,
I've
but
gotta find that
I was able
ordinance.
to get a
I've
job
got,
as a
I
dishwasher
know,
there
I've
making like
got it somewhere.
$25 an hour.
Which ordinance?
So.
The ordinance
did
for the
that a couple of
$9,000
nights,
where
you
we
know,
have
and-
to,
Yeah.
there was an ordinance passed that we
All
will,
right. Well,
each
if you are
year, we will
all set,
save
Andrew?
$9,000 and
Sorry.
have it transferred to the.
Sorry to
non-reverting
interrupt,
fund.
guys. Are you set to begin the meeting?
Yes,
It's okay. It's okay. Just if you got anything else, ready to go.
haven't been.
All right. Well, it is 6:03. I call this meeting to order. Thank you for coming, everyone. Roll call. We have Linda Powell, Andrew Medford.
Present.
Yep.
Michael Ropp. Scott Dreamer is absent. He said he is available via phone call if we need him for anything. Okay, let's move on to approving the park board minutes from July. Did everybody get a chance to see those? Did anyone have corrections?
Hang on, I don't know if I got the minutes.
Came out pretty quickly because they needed it for the.
Oh, yeah,
meeting.
yeah, yep,
So
yep, I'm good.
I didn't see any problems.
Motion to approve.
Motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Vote carries. Okay, now we'll move on to our visitors. Joel and Alan,
Joel y Alan,
you have the floor.
bienvenidos. Si ustedes pueden presentarse aquí, este parte del cuarto.
Is the microphone on for them to record, or is
It's
it okay?
not
if they just-
necessary.
He's okay.
Can they just talk from there?
Yeah, he's okay.
He's more comfortable.
Cualquier está bien, está bien. Si ustedes pueden describir por qué ustedes vengan aquí y qué buscan de estas personas aquí en este pueblo.
Ok. Buenas tardes. Y gracias por recibirnos. Estoy un poco nervioso. Es mi primera vez que estamos empezando algo así.
Ok.
Ah,
Entonces se puede pararse ahí entre como dos, tres frases para que
bueno,
yo pueda hablar, traducir para ellos. Y si ellos tengan preguntas, puedo traducir parte. Okay.
Can you say his name so I can get it? Both of them?
Oh, I wrote them down on the white paper
Oh,
for you
those
too.
are it?
Yeah, that's who these gentlemen are. So you've got it written down so you can make sure we have it spelled correctly.
And they're from,
¿De dónde son?
Edgar.
Elkhart.
Sí.
Elkhart.
oh,
Okay, I think she's
Okay.
good, so.
You good? Okay, pase.
Estamos con mis hermanos tratando de organizar torneos de básquetbol, hacer una liga,
Mhm.
una liga de básquet.
Okay, so he and his brothers are trying to form a league or like a tournament
Of what,
for basketball.
for basketball?
Yeah.
Is it Elkhart people or is it all over or?
¿Esos son personas de Elkhart o de todo?
Pueden venir de varios lugares.
Okay, so there's people from all different places.
Okay.
Okay,
Y queríamos ver si nos podían rentar la cancha y saber pues qué es lo que ustedes requieren para trabajar aquí con ustedes.
okay,
No sé, es una liga donde, bueno, tenemos pensado a futuro hacer como un tipo club, ahora sea un club. Y pues ahí hacer más deportes, para niños, para mujeres, tratar de ir metiendo, nomás que ahorita pues como vamos empezando, queremos ver si la gente lo aprueba, si le gusta, y si les gusta, cómo se los organizamos. ¿Quieres explicar?
okay. That'd be, all right, so he's looking, he and his brothers looking to see if they can organize a league or a tournament and use the basketball court here, if there's a place that we could recommend. Is they want to have some more places to more common areas to play sports, and do these kinds of things. So I guess that's all he said so far. The question I have would be how often would this,
Mhm.
would they
The
come together
time.
to play?
Mhm,
What time, what day, what time of the year,
mhm.
just frequency times?
Yep.
Okay,
So, and if they have a guesstimate about how many people they expect to come to
Yeah.
the games now,
okay,
I realize that's gonna grow with time. So,
okay. ¿Tenemos preguntas?
Sí,
Sí, bueno, entiendo que tenga más información, pero podemos preguntar esto.
No, sí, está bien.
Pero, ¿cuántas veces por mes piensan ustedes que ustedes van a jugar en la cancha?
¿En la cancha?
Sí,
Estamos pensado que dure 8 semanas.
8 semanas.
No,
Okay, so 8 weeks.
Mínimo 8 semanas y tratamos de que eso es lo que dure.
Okay. ¿Y cuántos partidos?
Más o menos los vamos a hacer como por grupos, 4 grupos de 4.
Okay, so 4 groups of 4.
Y ya de ahí, como vayan quedando, van a jugar, cada equipo va a jugar 3 juegos
Okay.
de cada grupo.
Okay, so every team's going to play it 3 times. So that's kind of a round robin type tournament.
Mhm.
Ya como queden, entonces como los vamos a pasar a la gráfica donde ya se van a ir eliminando.
Mhm.
Y pues vienen siendo 3 juegos de los grupos. Serían 3 juegos, 3 fines de semana allí, 3 domingos. Luego donde se van a eliminar en duelo directo, y otro domingo que van a jugar todos en un solo día.
Claro.
Y serían 4. Y luego avanzan al otro, ya serían 5. Ahí ya luego se avanzan donde quedan los últimos 4.
Okay.
Que serían 6, y como 8 semanas.
8 semanas.
Ujú.
6 a 8 semanas.
De 6 a 8.
O
Por lo más,
solamente
por
8
lo
semanas.
menos queremos las 8 semanas.
8 semanas.
8.
¿De cuáles meses?
Entonces sería a ver si se puede a mediados de este mes
Okay.
hacia el otro, porque queremos hacerlo antes de que se vaya el verano,
Okay.
que se ponga más frío.
Sí.
Y si ya la gente queda conforme y le gusta, entonces si ya queremos organizarlo bien, mucho mejor para el siguiente verano,
Okay.
y ya ver qué es lo que más podemos ir metiendo.
Okay, so round robin style tournament, 4 groups of 4, every team plays each other. So they end up all playing 3 games.
Mhm.
8 weeks. Wants to start roughly the middle of this month. And esto pasa en los domingos
Sí, sería ahorita nada más.
y no los sábados.
Por ahorita no, nada más queremos lo mismo.
Oh, nada más que los domingos.
No,
So
no.
just on Sundays. ¿A qué hora?
Sería desde las 9 como hasta las
De la mañana.
7, de las 9 como hasta las 7 de la tarde.
¿De la tarde?
Sí.
Hola.
6 más o menos, ¿no? Entre 6 y 7.
¿En serio?
9 a 6, sí.
Okay, so 9 in the morning to about 6 to 7 in the evening. ¿Y cuántas personas creen que van a venir aquí para mirar los partidos?
Bueno, sí, como va a ser torneo, van a estar llegando cada hora.
Sí,
Sí, no van a llegar todos juntos.
sí.
Cuando es torneo de un solo día, porque hemos organizado de un solo día, y pues si llegan, que cerca de unas 50, 60 personas, si no está más.
50.
Más, todavía yo creo que unas
50 por un partido.
por todo el día.
Todos los días
Si
50
es
personas.
el torneo de un solo día, que se juegue en un solo día todo.
Okay.
Entonces sí llega la mayoría de la gente.
Okay.
Pero como va a ser una hora, no creo que lleguen todos al mismo tiempo.
Okay.
Porque unos van a llegar y otros se van a ir, porque se acaba el juego y los que se acaban, muchos se van.
Okay.
Porque-
Pero nada, en un partido, que en una hora nada más que 50 personas.
No, yo creo que va a ser un poquito menos.
Ah, ok.
Bueno, al menos que lleguen con toda la familia.
Sí,
Entonces,
tengo un gran familiar.
o si llegan 50 personas.
Sí. Pero más o menos
Yo le pongo unas 25, 30.
25, 30.
Sí.
Okay. So every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 6 to 7 in the evening, 25 to 30 people is what they're thinking on average. Could be upwards of 50 or more people come to watch one game. So
So when they have games going on here, are they gonna have games someplace else too? Or is it all gonna happen just at our place?
it sounds like it's just gonna happen here. Esta es la única cancha que ustedes buscan en este momento, ¿verdad?
Sí, fue la única que miramos.
O sea, todos los partidos pasan aquí en esta cancha.
Sí, van a pasar todos en esa cancha.
Okay.
No va a haber-
Just this one.
Just this one,
Yeah.
okay. So they'll have like an hour and a half, I don't know how long games take, but like 4, 5, 6 games. A night or a day or
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah.
Van a
So,
hacer- van a hacer
son 12,
8 juegos.
8 juegos.
Sí, son de cada grupo.
Ok,
De
porque
cada grupo se van a jugar 2 partidos.
sí,
Porque los 4 se van a jugar entre ellos.
ok.
Los de cada grupo van a ser 4 van a ser 4 juegos. Entonces, no sé si alcanzan a ver. ¿Cómo es? Más o menos. Aquí no tengo los grupos, pero como aquí ya se van a ir eliminando.
Ok.
Pero los 4 juegos van a jugar 4 juegos cada uno.
Mhm.
Eso es mucho, equipos. He dicho que,
Sí,
que
son,
fue
Ese es
4.
un ejemplo. Van a ser 16
Ah, ok.
equipos.
Ok.
No sabemos si van a llegar los 16 o a lo mejor llegan menos.
Ok.
No sabemos todavía cuántos van a llegar.
En este ejemplo hay 16 equipos.
En ese ejemplo hay 16.
Ok.
Serían 4 grupos de 4. El grupo
4
A,
de 4 equipos.
4,
No, entiendo que fue 4 grupos de 4 personas.
no, 4
Okay,
grupos
I
de
thought
4
the same thing.
equipos.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
teams, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 4 groups of 4 teams.
Yeah.
¿Y cuántos por un equipo?
Van a tener 12 jugadores por equipo.
¿Mande?
12.
12. Okay, so 12. 12.
Sí.
Tiene muchos amigos. So 12 people per team. There's 16 teams on this model. So that was four groups of 4. 4 teams, not 4 people. So you're looking at
Mhm.
That makes sense that would take that long
Mhm.
then throughout the course of the day.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Do you wanna see this?
Mm.
¿Está bien para pasar?
Sí, también.
Outline.
No me dio.
That each one of those
Down at the
represent
third, at the bottom, that tercer lugar is third place.
Ese allí ya va a ser el grupo ya de eliminación. Porque
Sí.
ya van eliminando y van a ir avanzando hasta que queden la final y el tercer lugar.
It's a-
Gracias.
Could you clarify for me, at one point you said 25 to 30 people or attendees, is that per game?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Okay.
Son 15 o 30 personas están allá para mirar el partido, ¿verdad?
Entre personas que van a ir a ver y jugadores.
Okay.
Bien.
Entre los jugadores,
Y la
porque son 12.
Sí.
Sí,
Van a ser-
pues 24.
Cada hora va a haber 12 personas hechos con los equipos, más las familias que traigan ellos, porque muchos llegan con su familia.
Ok,
Pues como cuando yo voy a jugar, llevo mi familia.
porque este parece como muchas personas. Ok, hay 12 jugadores en el equipo.
En el equipo,
Ok, pues 12 y 12 son 24.
24.
Ok, son jugadores. Y cuando llega la familia y amigos y otros, hay muchos.
Eso puede ser más arriba, digamos.
Okay, so originally it was 25 to 30 there per game to watch. Now we know there's 12 players per team,
Mhm.
so you get 24 players at least. And then
Plus the
whatever they
25 to 30.
bring with family and friends. No sabemos, pero no sabemos cuántas personas vengan, pero
¿Cuántas personas todavía? Hasta el primer juego que se haga, más o menos, se va a ver
okay.
cuántos llegan.
¿Juegan estos jugadores en otras ligas? ¿En esta área o no?
Es que no hay.
No de básquetbol, pero o béisbol o algo así.
Fútbol.
¿De fútbol?
Ujú.
¿Y cuántas personas vengan para mirar?
En el fútbol llegan muchas.
Sí.
Sí, llegan muchas.
Ok.
Cada más el fútbol.
Ok.
Porque no sé, el básquet como apenas lo estamos empezando.
Ok.
Por eso ahorita lo que hicimos, los torneos relámpagos que hicimos en la Games, sí llegaron cerca de unas 80,
Okay.
100 personas.
Okay. All right. So I asked him if the people who play in these leagues play in other sports leagues around the area. And the answer is yes. So they have a soccer league that they play in LaGrange. And to come to watch those games, it's about 80 to 100 people that go to watch those games. So if we're looking for, and I'm thinking, I asked that question because if we're looking for anything comparable, then to get an idea, it's probably gonna be maybe in the ballpark of that. I would imagine it's probably more for a soccer game than it would be for the basketball game, so,
Yeah, a little bit.
Mhm.
but,
But either way, like maybe minimum 60 people per game.
I would anticipate that would probably be, I think
Higher than
that judging by the information we've got.
Do we have the parking there?
Parking.
And I'm assuming he's looked at it. Does he feel like there's enough parking there to accommodate the amount of
You have
people
to
we
use
have?
church parking. But you
Sunday.
have to-
But the church uses that on Sundays.
Yeah, it's,
You have to check with the church, but you've got pickleball players as well, so you have to reserve parking for pickleball
Splash pad.
and splash pads, so it would, yeah, the parking would be the issue, you're right.
Parking's the issue.
Checking with the church. I don't know, is that parking lot full on Sundays?
Mm,
If it is, they're usually done. Yeah, I was gonna say till 11 or noon. But if they're wanting to start at 9, that's gonna be the problem. The other thing, I wasn't able to pull it up. Mike, are you able to pull up the events, like the rental list that Jill
Right
shared
here.
with us?
That's okay, or
There's no
there's
conflict.
nothing for
No
the
conflict.
basketball.
Just wanted to confirm that. Or, well, I mean, or is there anything else going on in those parts?
I don't
on
know
those
if that
Sundays?
pavilion is rented.
I think in her email, she said that there were
What do you-
no
what
rentals going on Sundays.
Start mid-August
So
through
like the 17th.
mid-October.
This Sunday, there's a church service in Condon Park, but And there's picnic and pickleball ball this Sunday. And
That's
then
what I
there's
was wondering.
nothing
There are
through
any
the
more
rest of
picnic and pickleball?
August.
Okay.
In September, there's picnic and pickleball again on the 14th of September.
September 14th.
Yeah,
I would think that would be a conflict, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? If we had two events in the same park.
Yeah,
But is that the only Sunday event in Cummins through at least September?
there's this one right here. I don't know what that is.
When they tear the basketball court out.
Yeah, I was getting to
That's
that.
the other question.
Yeah.
Is it possible to change the timing of that? If it's not, this is a moot conversation.
It's not scheduled, it's just
Okay,
coming
that's
up,
scheduled.
but you're moving it from now to mid to late October now. And it'll be a,
The Farm
few
Almanac
weeks.
says it's going to be an early winter,
oh, okay. What's early?
August or
Oh, that's in
October.
Hmm,
That's in
October.
does that run any risk if we delay that out?
Maybe a little, I mean, if it doesn't work, we just move it to the spring.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So it'll be tearing it out, pouring, and then I learned we're gonna seal it or put a coat on top of it. And then paint it, paint the lines.
Yeah.
So if
So
everything
temperature could be
works
the issue.
together,
Right.
2 weeks, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I prefer to do that outside of busy summer hours anyway.
Yeah, so I think if you don't mind delaying the concrete work, then it's a matter of working around parking for these guys for
Right.
the event.
all right, so wanted to say, well, we wanna know if they've been back there and seen how limited the parking is.
Right.
And seating, well, I guess everybody brings chairs and watches. It's not
Yeah.
perfect for 80 people to watch, but.
No.
There's a
There's
gym that
more
they could
room back
use.
there.
There's quite a bit of green
about-
back there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what about like Clinton Frame Church, they let, or Clinton Frame School,
Oh,
Clinton Christian,
yeah,
they let their gymnasium be used for this, I wonder.
I don't know.
It'd be better in a gym set, in a gymnasium with bleachers.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was just thinking out loud.
Okay, do you want to let him know
Yeah,
what we're thinking
yeah.
about the parking and ask him if he'd like that?
I'm sorry, in my eye.
Yeah, I'm putting it by.
If we can help them find a gymnasium, if
Yeah.
that is an option as well.
Okay. Okay, estamos hablando sobre
That place change.
dos o tres sujetos, tópicos, y el primero es
So I mean, how long?
¿cuántas espacios hay allá para estacionarse, para aparcarse allá por la cancha? Y ¿ha visitado ella?
Fui a ver la semana. El domingo pasado, ¿no? Sí, el domingo.
El domingo pasado.
Sí,
When,
el pasado.
Does elementary school,
No hay mucho espacio para
elementary school
ah,
have
a
a
ver, sí.
basketball court?
Yeah.
Otra chiquito.
Sí. Y también hay otra liga como otras personas que vengan para jugar.
Yeah, but I was
pickleball.
thinking outside,
Oh,
you have
okay.
to get into the school.
Pues
Methodist
va a ser habrá
Community
mucha
Tryout.
gente allá.
Sí, sí.
But they'll
Ah.
be busy on Sundays.
Ya tenemos un evento el 14 de septiembre.
Tienen una vez por 14.
Sí. Pues no creo que podemos hacer nada en ese
Sí, este día no se puede.
So 14th of September, there's already there's a pickleball tournament. So we're saying we're thinking through this, and we know we can't accommodate September 14th.
Correct.
And we're talking through the other things that we may have to navigate around to come to a conclusion, right?
Right, right.
When nada en el 14 de septiembre. What about rain? Like if there's a rain delay, if this gets delayed out any farther, we've got money in the budget for the repaving that now, and if we have to delay it, does that get carried over?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
is it gonna affect the budget if we do get this?
no,
delayed?
not at all. I mean, if you don't
Okay.
spend it, you still got it.
So do we want to see, do we wanna talk through if we can accommodate? Or do we wanna make a recommendation off to other gyms in the, or basketball courts in the area?
I think,
I'm sorry, I'm trying to translate and think at the same.
right,
time.
right, and I'm trying to make sure I.
You're not a
speak really
UN,
clearly. I
a
remember
UN
translating.
interpreter?
This part of the brain does this, and the other part does
Yeah.
does the logic. All right,
Here's what I think, you should say. You already told him there's a conflict on the 14th.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we know at the very least, we'd need to look at some other options for him. I would like to look at, like Mike recommended, a possible indoor, place.
yeah,
I'd also like to make our park available, because I think it would be good to bring this many people into our park for some of these.
Mm.
The issue, the primary issue I see is gonna be the parking.
Mm.
And that is primarily gonna be Sunday mornings until noon. Cause if they wanna play in our park, we could just say, okay, everybody from this program, you park at the church. But they're not gonna be able to do that until 11 or noon when the church clears out.
and they would need to ask permission from the church.
And that's, we could try to discuss that with the church as well. Cause I mean, don't we already talk to the church about using their parking lot for other events or activities? I mean, or is there just an unsaid understanding that we're allowed
I
to
think
use
there's
it?
an understanding
Understanding.
that it's
Okay.
available for festivals and things.
Okay. So we would need to get it okayed with the church, but we know there's probably a conflict
Yeah.
until noon.
I think one of my questions is, there's people from all around the area. And while this may be like a central location, or, you know, it's a court that can accommodate, I think there are other places, like, it may be an indoor gymnasium or even outdoor courts that will have multiple, a few side by side courts, like Elkhart has probably some more facilities where they can more easily accommodate that. I don't know about getting what could be, say, like, even if it's conservative, if it's, you know, 50 to 70 people back through there on every hour on the hour from
Mhm.
9 AM through the evening.
Does that basketball court have lights back there, or is it just the pickleball courts that are lit?
There's some like,
Sunlight? I'm trying to think of when sundown starts happening.
Right, later in the season, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they're talking about probably playing in the mid-October. That's a good point.
it's something like pickle.
No, yeah, the pickleball court's well lit. Okay,
Okay.
What about the Tolson Center?
Tolson Center?
You built that brand new.
Have you guys looked at any other basketball courts, maybe in Elkhart, that have more room?
¿Han visitado otra cancha de otro parque en este área o solamente aquí?
Chequé la de Elka, pero están muy chiquitas.
Sí,
Las que tienen los parques
sí.
están chiquititas. No, unas no tienen ni la línea del medio, donde va la red,
Sí,
no la tienen.
nada.
Están más reducidas.
So he's saying that they checked in Elkhart, but the courts are like half courts. ¿De cuál parque?
Los parques que tienen ahí en Elka, todos los parques están chiquititas las canchas.
Son chiquitos.
Están chiquititas las canchas.
¿Y también has visitado a Tolson Center? ¿Sabes dónde está?
El Tolson,
Sí.
sí, fuimos al Tolson, pero la señora de allí no quiso.
No.
No dijo que no.
All right, so went to the Tolson Center, they didn't want him there.
Sí, porque nosotros le preguntamos que cuánto nos rentaba la cancha. Y ya le dijimos, obviamente le dijimos, la vamos a ocupar todo el día.
Ajá.
Y por lo menos de las 9 hasta las 7, 8, dijo. Dijo ella, no, dice, yo más tarde a las 6 cierro y no más.
Okay.
Y hago como a las 11, dice.
¿Y visitaron a Goshen?
No, al Goshen no ha ido.
No.
Para Goshen.
When you have your English hat on, could you speak a little louder?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll recap everything for you too, Rosemary.
Yeah.
I'll recap everything for you once we get it figured out.
Is the fairgrounds just half course though for 3-on-3?
Quarter, half quarter.
Let's take a look.
look at my magic
I
box
think
here.
that's half court. You think it is?
I think the 3-on-3 is half court, but they may have full courts there. When
Or
I
are you just
played
thinking at that number
one-on-ones, we
is
did full court just
That's a
because
lot
we
of
were
people
tough.
back there.
not something that you're gonna be able to accommodate?
I think
And
that
when was
would-
that? How many years ago?
Long time ago.
I think that would monopolize the the parks faculties for that day, and it's a lot to ask. I mean, we typically do that for like during a festival, so
Mhm.
homecoming, Summerfest, corn dog. It would be, I think it would be a tall ask. We would have to look if that's good stewardship of the parks faculties for
Every Sunday,
every Sunday for 8 weeks.
right?
Cause that'll, I mean, that'll
Well-
increase everything, the amount of trash pickup
that's
that needs
for
done and things
Friday.
like that. Yeah.
And the conflict of actually, you know, I think the church goes until 12 o'clock there,
Yeah.
that their parking lot is full.
So
Need shorter
we
Sundays.
like the idea. The problem,
Yeah.
we're thinking about is just how much of an impact that many people will have on the park and the ability for everybody else to use it on those days. You
Okay.
translate that?
Well, and then we don't
Sorry,
know.
hold on, let it translate what I said. There.
Alright. Nos gusta la idea. Estamos hablando sobre si el parque puede tener todas las personas por todo el día. Son mucha gente y hay otras personas que necesitan usar el parque y hay otras cosas allá. Estamos hablando sobre qué podemos hacer o si podemos requerir a otro parque o otro pueblo o cualquier organización para ustedes, porque a nosotros nos gusta la idea, pero no creemos que tenemos.
Suficiente espacio del parqueadero.
Sí.
Sí.
Sí, exactamente. El parque, también el parque es chiquito, el estacionamiento es chiquito también. Estamos hablando sobre opciones para ustedes, ¿ok? All right, so,
Y lo otro, no, lo otro también era que, bueno, con mi hermano andamos buscando 2 acres de terreno
okay,
y que nos lo vendieran y nosotros poder preparar ahí todo lo que nos queremos hacer. Porque no sabemos, sí hemos ido a los parques de Edgar, pues sí están las canchas, pero hay unos que tampoco tienen mucho parqueadero. Y luego la cancha es chiquita. Y por eso no, y desde que nos enseñaron la cancha está. Nos digo que yo vine el domingo pasado y la miré y la cancha sí está grande, está bien.
okay.
Pero sí, pues sí, el parqueadero sí es chiquito lo que está ahí y yo sé que tienen más, pues es parque pues de la ciudad y pues lo ocupan más personas y eso y pues también eso estábamos pensando en eso. Igual allá cuando hacemos el por eso ya lo hacemos de un día porque no podemos.
All right, so oh, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, sus hermanos y ustedes han visitado a este.
No, ahorita nada más yo he venido.
Okay.
Ellos todavía no han venido.
Okay. All right, so his brothers have like, they have not been over here, but they think like that was something that they talked about that they thought would work. So I guess kind of what we're talking about is that I'm kind of getting the feeling that doesn't feel like it can. I've got questions about it.
Yeah, I'm into the parking question really,
Okay.
really strong.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if we don't know what the Georges have got planned, do they have any tournaments? We don't know that yet. I don't know if they would be on the schedule yet,
Yeah.
or if they have their own private little thing going on where they might have tournaments too, and that's gonna be a lot of people.
Well, I think they're notifying us when they're doing those, or they should be.
We typically have,
Yeah,
and
I think it would be on there.
Well,
It's
they
normal.
have their regular picnic and a pickleball, which means an all-day lunch and that kind of thing.
That's what's on the 14th, right?
That's on the 14th and the 10th.
Of this month.
Yeah, this month.
And I think they were planning to start after that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just, it does seem like those numbers would really stretch the capacity of the park. But I'd like to see if there's a way that we could figure out a way to help. If there's another location, like a school gymnasium, maybe we can do a few times in the park. Cause to me, it's that it's every Sunday also,
Yeah.
for that long.
What about York Elementary? I know that they've had volleyball tournaments, volleyball things at York before.
What about Bristol Elementary?
Hmm,
What about Bristol Elementary? We always had payday basketball down there.
do they have a court?
Oh,
Yeah,
In-
got a pretty nice gym.
Inside, yeah.
I used to do yoga
If they
there.
had an outdoor court, that'd be fine because that's accessible and they have plenty of parking. Restrooms get to be an issue, but
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, you raise another good point. If we have this many people coming in
A lot
every
of
Sunday,
people.
we're gonna have to.
That's a lot.
increase the- Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot that goes, I'm thinking about everything that goes into the stuff for the Summerfest,
mhm,
homecoming,
Hmm.
corn dog, and then we're kind of doing a mini one of those every week for 8 straight weeks.
mhm.
That's a lot.
Mhm.
That's a lot of them. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a small department and our parks are small, so we'd have to figure out if this is just too many people.
All right,
Be too big for
Okay.
us.
so we think just the scale of it is too big of a scale for what our
Mhm.
park system is able to accommodate. That's what I'm
Mhm.
gathering. Is
I
that-
think so.
Okay, I'm all right with delivering that message. You guys okay with that?
Mhm.
Yeah, and also explain though, I mean, we'd be happy to help as much as we can to try to find another venue.
Okay,
And if it's the kind of thing that we maybe do this once at our park or twice, if there's a conflict with doing it at the other location and they just need one day, I'd feel better about doing just one or two to see how it goes, if we're gonna do it at all. But I think I agree. I think this many doing it every Sunday from 9 to 6 or 7
Okay.
is gonna be a stretch on what our parks can handle right now.
even trying it like 1 or 2 days, I feel like that's a lot. That's a lot. to ask.
Especially in this short of a time frame. I mean, if we were planning something like for next summer.
Well, honestly, I'd like to get that basketball court done.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
I like the idea of getting more tournaments in our parks and bringing more people into our parks. I mean, that's our mission, is to bring more people into the parks.
All right, so
So,
message, I guess, is everyone's welcome, everyone's welcome to the parks. You guys wanna come and play a pickup game? That's cool, that's great.
mhm.
Fully support you, that's awesome, welcome to Bristol. If we're not able to fully accommodate that scale of a tournament because our park system, that would just be simply an overload on the faculties that we have.
yeah, the porta potties and the trash cans and
I,
parking is a significant issue.
Okay. But we will help them in their search for a place they can accommodate.
right.
We will help them as best as we can.
Yeah, if we can contact some of the schools that you guys have mentioned.
So those 3 points,
Mhm.
Mhm.
parks open to anyone, an organized tournament, we're not able to accommodate,
Right, just
Mhm.
not with those numbers.
but we're willing to help as best we can, finding a place for them.
Mhm.
Okay. Pues, ese parque son áreas para cualquier persona puede venir aquí para jugar y ustedes tienen bienvenidos a Bristol cada vez que ustedes visitan. ¿Ok? Pero en este momento no creemos que podemos tener un torneo en este tamaño. Este es mucho no solamente para la cancha, pero al parque y también en el sistema que el parque necesita, como la basura, el baño, todo. Es mucho trabajo y no podemos hacerlo con suceso, no podemos ganar en esto. Queremos ayudarles a ustedes, pero si podemos ayudar con buscar a otros canchas y a otros gimnasios que ustedes pueden jugar. Si necesitan una referencia, ustedes pueden mandarme un email y puedo hablar para ustedes también. Pero en este momento, lo siento, queremos hacer algo, pero no tenemos los recursos.
Sí.
No tenemos los recursos, amigos.
Sí, no, pues no sabemos de eso. Pues igual nosotros sabemos de eso y como todo lo de eso de la basura, limpiar, de eso nosotros nos encargaremos. Eso no es problema. Pues nosotros estamos haciendo eso y como dejárselos a ustedes, pues también no sería correcto en nuestra parte. Y entonces todo eso, pues ya, igual de los baños, pues igual les íbamos. No sabíamos, pues íbamos a hablar cuánto costaban los baños, cómo se iba a hacer, pero pues sí entiendo lo del espacio, sí está chiquito.
Sí.
Pues, no, está chiquito y pues sí, la verdad sí llegaría bastante gente cada hora. Y pues sí.
Entendemos, pero necesitamos tener planes para todo.
Sí.
Otra vez, lo siento, pero,
No, está bien.
pero queremos ayudarles a ustedes. ¿Ok? Tenemos la información para contactarse. Ok. Voy a hablar con Jill. Ya hablaron con Jill. O otra persona aquí.
Sí, con la que nos atendió ahí.
Is it Kathy?
Ok. Y ya tiene su email,
¿Tiene mi correo? No, ¿eh?
un número de teléfono, algo así.
No tengo el teléfono.
Ok.
Sí, agarró mi
Sí,
número.
ella tiene el número, voy a obtenerlo, vamos a ayudarles a ustedes, ¿ok? Bueno, gracias por venir.
No, a ustedes.
Mucho gusto.
Gracias por recibirnos y gracias.
Sí. Muchas gracias, amiga.
Thank you for coming and thank you for your proposal.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So that was, we've got, or we're getting their contact info so we can let them know. when we-
Bye.
Weston,
Buena suerte.
Gracias.
Weston Park.
That's simple.
They need
So-
to find an indoor facility. I'm disappointed that Tolleson turned them away.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what they built, a brand new building for.
Yeah, I did too, but even a public school, they're really taking a risk on the weather and they need bathroom, restroom
Yeah.
facilities. This is a big
Yeah.
event, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I admire their,
50 people?
Right, when it was 25 to 30 people at a game, I thought, that's gonna be a lot, but then when it doubles. Yeah,
Well, they were saying 100.
What about East
Said
Lake?
what?
Is East Lake
so,
open or is that? Was open?
Yeah, it's a.
so as far as helping them find another court,
Club.
uh, is that something we can have one of your staff take care of? Can we send you names to make phone calls, or is
No,
that something we
I
should?
don't really think it's our responsibility. Most of these guys are not Bristol residents, if I picked it up. These are from
Yeah,
outside of
didn't-
town.
Didn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Did you tell him we were gonna help him find a place then?
Yeah, I told him we would help him in a search. And then if he needed anyone as like a possible reference, I told him that he could
Yeah,
have my information down.
Mhm.
Want to help him. I mean, it's,
I do too, but
Are
yeah,
you worried it's gonna add a significant amount of time to their workload?
I'd rather not have our guys calling around trying to.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we're not even involved
That's
in it.
their
really.
job.
That's the problem. It's not our event and. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, if they
think-
put this together and get it going successfully, I mean, I'm not opposed to doing a one-day event sometime.
Mhm.
You know, I like the idea of having events that bring people into the parks.
Well, we have a little jewel there. I mean, it
Yeah.
is a nice little court. And I think, once it gets redone and everything, but I think it needs to get done.
Right, I'll call some places. Bristol Elementary was one that you recommended. What did you
It's an
say,
option,
Dean?
I
Or
would
did you
think.
say Bristol, or did you just,
yeah.
you mentioned another indoor
Yeah.
court somewhere, didn't you?
When we had
York
ADAC
Elementary?
basketball, we used Bristol Elementary
Use
School.
Bristol. Was York Elementary the other one that was mentioned?
I said, or York,
That would
they
be a
had,
possibility.
Who's over the
They
Tulsa
allow
Center?
Anybody, I don't know, they did allow.
That's what I was,
ADAC
I
basketball.
kind of followed it when it was transitioning, but I do not know.
Well, I
think
just
it's
see that
Privatized. I mean, it
our
was owned
biggest
by the
problem with
city.
that park there is parking. I mean, that's just a huge thing for us.
Yeah,
Well, and are we gonna get an update on that? That's,
yes.
okay. So, to summarize for Rosemary.
We said no.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. We said we were not gonna be able to. Let's remember these are videoed and recorded. But yeah, we told them that we would not be able to support that large of a crowd. But we're gonna try to help them find another location. Okay. All right, let's move on then. And thank you very much. That was impressive. That's tough work. I don't know if any of you guys have ever translated, but it's you get stuck in this
Thank
part of
you,
the mind
Andrew.
and
We
it's hard to
appreciate you.
find the words.
Yeah.
So thanks. I wouldn't have been able to do that in Japanese. I had to slow this meeting down a whole lot. Okay, so that covers visitors. So we are on all or other parks. Mike, I just left everything on there that we
Okay.
talked about last month. So if you don't have an update on any of these, say no update.
Okay.
But first I've got is the acquisition of tables and chairs for park rentals and events. I'm sorry?
You have no update for what?
If he doesn't have an update for one of the items I put on the agenda.
Oh,
So first one
Well,
is.
I've got, yeah, lots of stuff here. First on the chairs and stuff, we can get some good quality chairs that would work outside that would be durable and whatever, but so $4 to $5 a chair. But if somebody needs those chairs, they can rent them for $1.50. So it really didn't make sense to spend $5,000 or $7,000 for something that we may only use a couple times a year. At least at this point, I didn't price a trailer to store them in yet. When I found out what it cost to rent, the rental guys come out, set them on the ground, and we're going to do this for the Corn Dog Festival. So we're renting a bunch of chairs. They come out, they set them on the ground, set up their tent. We set up the chairs, we fold them up and set them on a pile, and rental guys take them off. So for now, that's kind of what I'm recommending. We not make any changes there. Picnic tables, we've got 3 of them are added now downtown, but I think we're going to swap a couple of those out with Cummins Park, and we've ordered umbrellas. These come with a hole for umbrellas, so we only put umbrellas at Cummins instead of sunshades, umbrellas there,
Mhm.
and bolt them suckers down to the cement.
Great.
Yep. We'll see how long they last.
Yeah.
Those umbrellas may be here yet this week.
Great.
Oh,
Okay, update, before I go to things we're not getting done very well, I would like you guys to take a look at this. So the town council will be looking at some policies this Thursday night. This is a summary that I've gotten from our staff, from the police department, from the fire department. It's an effort to clarify and clear up. I think things have been done as a matter of habit over the years, and there seems to be some misunderstanding on who owns what and who manages what, who's the boss. So let's make clear, I am not the boss, but the council is. So here's some things we're clearing up. We're clearing about the Bristol Park properties, who owns it, who manages it. You guys obviously manage it. So if you're gonna have festivals there, we outlined the price that goes, or the cost and the process rather that goes through that. We're taking into account what we're doing now. So for homecoming and the Corn Dog Festival, the cost of electric and water is covered by the town. That's because festivals are great for the town.
Yep.
And it outlines if park equipment is moved, it's supposed to be the approval before they move equipment. It's supposed to be approved by our street department folks, and they will help move it and help restore it after the event. Everybody needs a rental agreement, and there's some outlines of what happens with large gatherings that include food vendors and that sort of thing. There are permits now. Now, 50 years ago, we didn't have to do all this, what we do today. So that's basically that's the park. Well, let's just carry on. Street closures, this is for festivals. Trash.
for us.
Yes, yes. Trash. Generally, people are pretty good about picking up their trash, but Homecoming decided that this year, maybe last year, to clean up trash after the event in the middle of the night. And then the next morning, Sunday morning, other vendors were moving out. By the time we got to Monday morning, there was still trash for our guys to pick up. And they picked it up. And so you complimented the council member on how clean the park looked Monday afternoon. That's because our street guys cleaned it up Monday morning. But I mean, they got most of it, but when it's dark, you can't see everything. And when you have vendors that are still moving out, they're
Now, before, we used to have the guys from the jail come. What are
right,
they?
work release.
Work release. What happened? Whatever happened to that? Do they not do that anymore?
Well, I think they do. I'm not sure Homecoming has asked them. So,
We've always had them.
yeah.
I mean, it was just
It
like we,
wasn't a major amount for our guys to clean up,
Mhm.
but still, it was homecoming stuff. So we're adding that in there, town staff assistance. We're trying to limit. Our guys got $600 worth of overtime on it Saturday for parade and homecoming and that sort of thing. Not a huge amount, but it's an amount for the town. Police department, I'm sure it was much more.
Mhm.
But we control everything, the electric panels, everything that comes through us, and we'll have somebody on call all the time. Well, and then we have recommendations for homecoming for next year, which is relevant for you guys. But is there anything we need to add to that from your perspective or take away? It's pretty much the way we want to do things, or way we intend to do things. It's just a better, I want council to approve these policies. So it's council saying, this is the way we're gonna operate in our parks.
So it's putting framework behind.
And
Well,
clearing up
yes,
some
it-
misunderstandings about who owns what in the park, because I think over the years, Homecoming might have bought some things and seem to think they still have ownership.
The town owns everything. That's the way that
So
works.
once it's there, it's ours, because we pay the insurance, liability and everything else, and maintain it. Okay, so if you're okay with that, nothing to add, I can, because I wanted to tell council that everybody's reviewed this before
Yeah,
they
no,
get
that's
to it.
just, like I said, laying out the way that it's already kind of been working, just putting it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I have no input on it. It looks good.
Thank you. Okay, the basketball court, we sort of talked about, John Young says it's on his schedule. I'm guessing it's this month sometime and, or early September. Whenever he's works in his schedule, we'll start doing that and, get that project underway. The parking, what we're looking at right now is starting, repaving in this area on down through here, but as we've looked at this hill, we thought about moving this over a little bit. Pavement, where the parking will be is right here, so you can pull in and park, and we've measured, and there's adequate room to pull in, straight in, back out and leave. So you can swing, come in here, swing in, park, watch everybody playing pickleball in the rain, and then back out and leave. So the parking spots will be along here. We'll put stone in there for them to park.
How many is
And
that?
why-
adding?
And tell me why we
15
can't,
maybe,
why couldn't we buy that property next to us?
right here.
In that building? Yes.
Well, maybe he doesn't want to sell. I haven't asked.
They never have anything last very long there.
Well, I mean,
Scott has talked about that. He'd probably know better what's going on.
well,
with
that's
that
because
property.
Scott owns that property right next to it, I think.
Yeah.
Scott is this.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know if he'd sell the back half of this or something.
I mean,
don't
that
know.
would certainly help our parking a
It-
lot.
It would.
If we could ever get somebody that's there, I mean, if they don't want to take care of that property or they'd
There-
like to sell that to the
There's
town.
apparently an interesting woman that lives back in this area. Maybe we just buy her property
Where?
right in here.
That
Oh,
one on
no.
the easement behind the post office. So Mike, did you see
No,
that?
that
work?
lady, but not the one
that
that lives
paving
behind the
work has
post
started, or-
office.
No, and the problem is
Step on her
Niblock,
property.
it's a Niblock project. And we've asked for a quote 3 times, we still don't have it. So they're busy and we'll get a
For-
quote
For that parking.
for this parking
Yeah.
project.
And you have all the you know, permissions or votes you need from us to start that work when you get. to the
I,
date, right?
I thought you guys gave us go ahead and do
Yeah.
it. So I
That
just
was
wanted to
my
come back
understanding
with
as
a
well, is I wanna
quote,
make sure.
so you'd okay the quote before we move forward. But
Yeah, yeah. I think we said it needed to be under a certain amount or you were gonna cover the excess, right?
Yeah, I sort of like that. I'll go back in the minutes and check that. But
Might wanna check those.
I did meet with,
What's that?
Why? I know you're not gonna move the jungle gym or whatever you call it, but why couldn't you put that as parking, that green space,
right in here.
Right
you
here?
know, all that all the way over?
There's a little bit of a rise in here that we
Yeah,
gotta start removing some dirt,
Yeah,
but
a little dozer work, but a lot less mowing.
I don't know, do kids sled there in the winter time?
yeah, I'm,
No, I don't think
no one
so.
Real shallow.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think.
I'm not opposed to that, Dean, but actually any amount of parking we can pick up is going to be beneficial in this park.
10 to 15.
I'd
would
really
be
like
just a good addition.
somebody to approach them and see if they really want that property there.
Okay. I did I met with Julie at the park department as well. There's really not a way for us to collaborate on the restrooms. They're willing to collaborate on a water bottle filling station, but she also asked, why don't we use the water that we use on our splash pad? So for testing that water to see. I guess you don't have to test the water, have kids play in it, but if you drink it, you have to have people test it. I don't know.
Is that,
It's gotta be good
is that
water.
well, or did we
But
hook it
we-
to?
It's well water.
Well, water.
Oh, cause it was cost prohibitive to hook the.
Well, I'm trying to find a cost-effective water meter. We're interested in knowing how many gallons of water we use a year on that splash pad. Flows in, flows out. We did have to power wash this pad. It was starting to build up with some algae again, so we've done that.
Was that the first or second time this season?
I think that's just the first time this year.
Well, there was probably one done at the very beginning, right? Or was that the first time?
And it was resurfaced and then.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
right, it was
Yeah,
resurfaced.
it's,
so it didn't
it's,
need it
it's
at the
brand
beginning.
new. This is the
Yeah.
Okay.
first season, brand
Well,
new.
if it made it this long without
So
needing.
it's
to
much
be
better.
sprayed.
The drainage, the improved drainage has
Good.
helped.
Good.
We're still getting to build up some algae on there, and so
Just curious, was that before or after that long heat spell we had? Cause that was part of that algae was growing
Yeah,
in that hot weather at night, wasn't it?
it's really hot,
Yeah.
yeah.
probably
Was that before or after that?
are right in the middle of it.
Was it?
I'm trying to think when they did that. Week ago, 2 weeks ago? I actually found out about it after the fact.
Okay.
They told me they'd done it.
That's not pretty, but that's not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Since August already.
yeah, so it's, the improved drainage has helped a lot.
Excellent.
But I'm still curious how much water we run through that thing, because as we think about, so here, the lift station, all the restrooms for this facility go to this spot right here. And then it's pumped from here up to the sanitary sewer street. So if we were to build restrooms or something, we could theoretically share the cost of this to put our waste into this dump station and use that same pump to pump it up. We may have to increase capacity or something, maybe, maybe not. So if we were to add bathrooms back in here, I mean, real porta potty types, but other types.
Yeah.
That would be a possibility.
Okay, great.
I think this museum is here for the long haul. So we need to figure out a way to make this a really nice facility for the town. I'm not sure exactly how to do that, but we don't have any money, so I don't have to worry about it right now.
You called that,
Well, that's what I was.
that area that would pump it back, what is that?
It's like a lift station.
It's like a lift station.
Lift station for residential use.
So, putting in permanent bathrooms or, you know, more permanent structure for bathrooms in that park there, I think would do a lot to improve it. Is that something you think we could get working on next year, or is it looking more like next year we'd be doing the planning and research and
Yeah,
maybe something we'd be doing in two?
There's a couple
2 or 3.
companies that have self-contained units that are really nice.
Yeah, I saw the
And
one.
self-cleaning and all of that, and they're super expensive,
Yeah.
$250,000.
Yeah.
Or over 100,000. I found somebody out east that builds them. I think they're for 100,000. But well, there's not enough activity in here. You guys are going dark. And I had forgotten they're called Thrones, and I forgot I had contacted them last year, and I contacted them again. I saw their head, and I thought, hey, this is exactly what we need. I contact them. They emailed me back, says, Mike, yes, we remember talking to you last year. And we still have the same minimum purchase numbers that we had last year.
Back when I was on the park board, we had a company come in from Canada, if I remember right.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
beautiful clothes.
Right, and then they gave us the price.
$250,000.
oh, yeah, a lot of money.
They were made for winter and everything.
Yep. So
But-
anyways,
I mean,
now,
obviously,
it needs to happen because there's a lot of use in these parks, and just relying on porta potties is not the best.
Yeah.
The old pit toilets out.
Yeah.
There was pit toilets there.
has anybody seen the new ones at Bonneville? The ones that county parks are.
I haven't yet, but those were expensive too. And
Yeah, yeah. And I wouldn't think we would need anything that nice, but I think something closer to that than a porta potty.
The
Would
one
be a
that's
good
over
idea
there,
for our
is that
parks.
Corson's? Is that Corson's Park?
Middlebury,
Yeah.
there is a Corson's Park in Middlebury.
Well, there's a park that goes along the Little Elkhart
Right,
River up to 35,
Mhm.
and then it goes on back to wherever it turns. I don't know, but there's a new restroom there.
Well, they're on County Road 12,
Yeah,
right on the curve of 12.
Yeah.
off of 10.
what is? Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's right at the end of Coachman property there. They built that new park.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd like to know what that cost.
So we do have access to a lift station there. What other kinds of things would we need to move bathroom project forward there? I mean, do you
Well,
need
for
to
winter-
get
well-
permissions from anybody to make that happen, or?
The outfit the thing that's made in America. I mean, if it's 150,000, it's actually doable. We're talking about that kind of money to put in bathrooms.
Yeah,
And
even for just a
yeah,
simple
I mean,
physical
just
structure, you're still looking at
adding it
100,
in, adding
200,000.
water, and it just gets expensive. And then you think about these being public restrooms and the problems that are associated with public restrooms. That's the reason I like these self-contained units, because they are designed for public and designed to discourage graffiti, discourage
Mhm.
bad behavior. And when you walk into those, it's always clean and it always smells good.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to worry about locking them. They're self-secured, and there's a lot of things to be said for this newer technology and these newer bathrooms.
Have that and have someone sitting out front collecting a $5 or a $10.
Yeah, well, we can set up with a card reader and say, hey, pay $1.
Remember when you used to have to pay a dime to get a bathroom on Toll Road?
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah. Okay, so did I hit everything? Did I miss something? I don't know what the established guidelines for recurring reservations.
I wasn't sure what that's a phrase referring to what these gentlemen were asking for. They wanted
Oh,
to reserve
okay.
or something, ongoing. But for that and special events, and what I was talking about there was basically just us beginning the discussion of putting into words the way that you showed us, this is the town defining this, and this. If we can put into words some guidelines based on that, then we can have more brief discussions when we have requests like that, So for example, if somebody calls and says, we want to, reserve your park and we expect to have X number of people, town staff could possibly tell them right off the bat, well, the park board has said anything over this amount is undoable, or
Mhm.
so that's all I was wanting to bring up. And without Scott here, basically we could put that down to looking forward to future business. So for next month, be thinking about just establishing guidelines for those type of rentals. If there's special request rentals, or like this one is kind of consider that a special request when they're wanting to reserve it every Sunday over a certain amount of time. So let's just think about that and we can put those down and see if things can run more smoothly.
We do have.
Then the
park
twenty
budget
twenty-six
that's-
budget, was there
Yeah,
specifics on the budget that you wanted to go over, Mike? I think we covered everything I needed
I,
within the parks.
so there's what's there. You wanted to add something, Linda, somewhere?
Yeah, on,
Field or
other
Western.
supplies, park and recreation, 2204. It's,
They're all 2204.
oh, oh, I see, yeah.
Read the
okay.
third column
Okay.
in, the last
Alright, the third one,
three
okay.
digits. Or what's the title of it?
1240. Park and recreation, it's just park and recreation, other supplies.
Oh, right there. Yes,
I
gotcha.
think, or no, park program
Park
supplies.
program supplies, yeah.
Yeah,
That was-
the
She just
one
wanted
that,
to maintain that at 3,000.
Yeah,
I did
she
get
wants-
Clarification from her.
yeah,
Somebody already changed it to 3,000.
I did. Well, I just know.
It's in the budget, it's in the official budget right now.
Well, that's,
Well, who
I,
changed
that's
that?
not
Did you change that?
I didn't change it, maybe Jill did.
I think.
Oh, I bet she did, because she wrote in for summer programs and events, so Jill changed that.
Yeah. Okay,
So that's different than what the budget that you sent out.
that you sent out,
It's $2,000 more. Now,
that's
Oh,
our,
okay, all right. I mean,
So we're all,
but you're
I
still
thought she was
good.
asking for an increase above that 3,000.
we're all cool with that?
Yeah, we're just maintaining it at the same
We're
level.
still
we had
in
last
green,
year, right?
yeah, we're
Okay.
still in green.
I mean, is that something we want to think about increasing in future years? I
well,
don't know, I don't know about you
future
guys, but I feel
years
like,
maybe, but let's start building on it.
Yeah. I mean,
Next
that's-
year
I
it could
did
be
email her
4,000.
as well. She said 3,000 was what she was looking
Yeah.
for.
Mhm.
But I told her, and Mike, I'll tell you to appreciate the work your staff has been doing. We've been having a lot of really, from what I can tell, some very successful events going on in the parks and things are going
Busy.
well. Your work is appreciated, so.
Well, thank you, but I don't feel like I did anything to get those events in town. It just happened.
Convey to your town, to Jill and Kathy.
Whoever's doing the work, yeah, I'll let them know.
Yeah. Um,
The other thing, just before you want to finish up, is just, here's the, want to let you know what your totals are in your park donations fund and your non-reverting cap-up fund.
Now that 40,000, that's for our basketball court, right?
Correct. So you have 721, that was the balance in those funds. We have budgeted 40,000 out of this for the basketball court.
And where will that go? We've already asked the town board for that,
Let's go ahead, non-reverting.
to approve that appropriation. Didn't we?
Yes, I think that's ready to go.
That's all ready to go.
Yes.
So let's, come on, John. Get on the stick, young. We want a basketball court.
What's the date that we need to have a final approval for the 2026 budget?
Soon, if you are okay with it now, just go ahead and approve it. You can always come back and get an additional appropriation next year if, a big project comes up you want to do. And you want to use any of these funds,
Yeah.
or you have a balance. You're projected to have a balance of 64,000 here, so that's always available to you.
I did not talk to Scott about the budget. We talked about some of the other issues, so I didn't get his thought on the
If
budget.
you guys are okay, that we'll take it as okay, and then Scott has some problems, that's okay too.
Well, if we don't need.
We have another
One
month.
more. Keep going. The other way.
Yeah,
I want to
this
see
way,
what the total is.
I wasn't sure which up you were,
I want to see what the total is because,
Swipe up for
91,260.
okay, so she did add that.
Yep.
And if sure
actually-
she added that 3,000.
I actually saw that.
Did it?
Like yesterday or Friday, whenever you talked to her, I saw she did it. I reminded her up here in the corner, it says the date that it was updated. She was supposed to update it, put her name next to it, but
Oh,
she didn't do that.
naughty.
I
She can't remember everything.
She's
I know.
in and adding money to our budget. trying to keep it
Well, that's
secret.
okay. She found a mistake I made, so I'm not gonna give her much.
So are we looking for
A motion?
a motion on the budget if we go to September in interest of having Scott advised of it? Does that complicate anything for you all?
If it's okay to wait, I'd rather wait.
I
till we're-
forgot the schedule for the budget, so I know council's looking at it,
When do we need to ask council?
This Tuesday. Or, I mean, the work session, they're working on the budget, then after that, things just sort of flow smoothly into public hearings. So you would have time in September to make changes if you'd like.
Okay.
Well,
Let's
can we
do
make a
that.
motion now and then change it with another
Sure.
motion?
Sure. You're the boss, you can do whatever you
I
want.
mean, if we have possible changes coming,
Yeah.
we need to approve it right now.
Yeah.
It'd be arbitrary then, and like, but yeah, at least we'd have it done and out of the way.
Yeah, okay, I'm for getting things done.
Make the mo- make the
Do I have a
motion.
motion?
Okay, I move that we accept this budget
Okay.
as
Second.
All in favor?
What is your vote?
Aye.
Oh,
we
Approving
voted
the
on the
budget.
budget, approving the budget for 2026.
Linda motioned, Andrew seconded, and we approved the 2026 budget request. With a vote of
Thank you, Mike.
3.
For doing that.
We're gonna drive.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you.
I'm trying to make these more organized to help her.
Okay, done with the budget? You're done with the budget. You're done with me, I think.
Okay.
Okay,
I think I've got it.
I guess one other budgetary thing, at the last town council meeting, Linda and I did go and I spoke to them on behalf of the community garden. Town council did agree to cover half of the water bill. Or did they agree to cover the water bill for this year?
half the
They
year.
agreed to do whatever it was that we decided we were gonna ask of them.
It was half,
And that is
Half of the water bill is.
and that is covered in here under the.
I did add some money
Yeah.
for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, cause we voted that going forward, it would be out of the park budget.
Right.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, I noticed on the schedule that we do have, this Sunday, we have 2 churches coming to our parks.
Oh.
One is going to be in Condon Park for church, and the other one's gonna be in Condon Park for their church, and the other one's going to be in Hermance Park, and they're having a baptism of Hermance Park.
So
we
say
got-
that again, can you say that?
We have 2 churches coming, holding their church service Sunday
Okay,
in our parks.
okay.
And one's
Yeah.
gonna be a baptism. So they're gonna use our river.
I saw one of those down there once.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah.
That's
Very
great.
All right, well, any more agenda items from anyone? Does anybody have anything to request to go on next month's agenda?
No, our meeting in September is
September 2nd.
September 2nd.
So if you have anything to add to the next month's agenda, please let me know. Try to do it at least a week before the next meeting, but that's gonna be September 2nd, 6 PM. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
My second.
All in favor?
I